Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for the Grand National 2026. Well, the date of the Grand National is the 11th of April, but today you're watching this possibly anywhere from the 21st of March right up through till the 11th of April. I am giving these tips out in advance, so I've had a really good look through. We're still at this point in time, we don't know the full declarations, but I'm going to get into it. I have three selections. They all have competitive chances, and I'm going to get straight into it now. So it's the 4 o'clock at Aintree, and my first selection is not a huge price. It's a previous winner, and the selection is I Am Maximus. It's currently at 10 to 1 on the 21st of March. This horse has run in the Grand National twice in the past. It came first and it came second. So we all know it stays a difference. It stays the distance. It appreciates most grounds, anywhere from a bit slower than soft to good ground, and it's proven around course and distance. There's no surprises. It's 10 to 1 currently, joint favourite. JP McManus in the green and yellow silks. If anybody's new to this channel on Grand National Day, the JP McManus horses are never normally too far away. As you can see, there are two others. Well, in fact, there are three others now. Iroko, Jaguar and Johnny Who. I'm not convinced about Johnny Who. It won the time after a wind operation, but it's off an all-time career mark and the question marks are still there. I do like the look of Haiti Colours. That isn't a selection. I just think it will run well from the front. Jaguar, I just don't think it will stay the distance. I do believe it'll travel well for a very long time, but just won't quite stay the distance. And when it comes to Iroko, the last time it ran at Cheltenham, it ran disappointingly, but it scoped dirty. Well, I imagine it may have been on antibiotics since then, and I don't really fancy that when it's running over a race over 4 mile, 2.5 furlong, to have recently been on antibiotics. It would have got the all clear if it runs on Grand National Day, but too many question marks in my opinion. So I'm going to give you the second selection now. So the second selection is Monty's Star. This horse is 20 to 1, and this is my most interesting selection. So this horse has been under the radar, but has had quite a high reputation for a very long time now. It ran in a Cheltenham Gold Cup trial. It was beaten on heavy ground, and I think connections have decided that it isn't top class, but what they've decided to do is aim it for some decent prize money still. So what it's been doing for the last probably couple of years now is it's been finishing mid-pack in the very top races, in my opinion. So most recently it ran in the same race as I Am Maximus and Firefox. So the winner of that race was Factor File. Also in that race was Galopin des Champs. It was a very, very warm race. So Monty Star was pressing for the lead most of the way round. I believe that one run was the run to put it spot on for Grand National Day. It never normally runs like that. Normally it is mid-division throughout. I think it was basically a long opener, fitness test, and I think now they've upped the training from round about March, and it'll be in peak form, ready for Cheltenham, ready for Aintree. My only concern is it's never been at the distance and it's never jumped the Aintree fences, but this is my most interesting selection. And for those of you that might be interested in numbers or certain things that happen on Grand National Day, it is 33 years to the day since Monty's Pass won the Grand National, and Monty's Pass as owner or joint owner died in 2025. So if you're one of those that normally says, oh, why didn't we look at that headline, why didn't we know that before the race, I'm telling you now, Monty's Pass won the race exactly 33 years ago. For those Freemasons out there, exactly 33 years ago to the day when the Grand National takes place on the 11th of April 2026. So my most interesting selection is Monty Star at 20 to 1. My most obvious selection that should run its race is I Am Maximus at 10 to 1. And another selection is, and this is the final selection, don't get me wrong, there are many horses with chances. It's the Grand National. There's going to be around 40 runners on the day. So my selection will be, and I think I've gone past it. Oh no, I haven't, sorry. Number 10, or currently number 10, is Firefox at 66 to 1. So this horse has been campaigned, it's been campaigned over distances much shorter than this. I don't think Gordon Elliott would bother with this horse in the Grand National if he knew it wouldn't stay the 4 mile 2.5 furlong. I think deep down he thinks that this horse could stay the trip. However, it is also entered in a race called the Topham, which is before the Grand National. I think it's the day before the Grand National. It could quite easily run it in that race. Whichever race it runs in, I think it's got an excellent chance. But this particular bet will be for the Grand National. I am not putting the bet on just yet. I am going to wait until closer to the day. But Firefox, I think it's got an outstanding chance. Firefox, I Am Maximus and Monty Star all ran in that extremely strong race that Factor File won, and Gallopin Deschamps came, I think it's third in. None of them, I think it was a trial race for all those horses for the Grand National. So those are my 3 selections. Firefox at 66 to 1 each way. Monty's Star at 20 to 1 each way. And I Am Maximus at 10 to 1 each way. So between those 3, I think you'll definitely have a run for your money. What I will do is, because this is the 21st of March when this video is being recorded, please check the description and the first comment where if there's non-runners, I will give a replacement selection. So if you're watching this on Grand National Day or a couple of days beforehand, just scroll to the comments or the description and I will give you my updated bet for the day. So I wish you the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.